Is Xiao still worth pulling for in 3.4? The short answer is, no pun intended, it depends.
Hello? What?
Now before I start, I just want to say, if you like Xiao, pull for him. It doesn't matter how strong he is. If you enjoy using him, get him. If your main concern is about combat, here are some reasons to get Xiao, and some reasons to not get him. It looks like Yuri is taller than him, and Xiao is not too happy about it. So the first good thing about Xiao is that he has his own tailored artifact set. Basically, he gets more attack the more HP he loses during his elemental burst. Xiao also has the highest base attack in the whole game. This makes things like attack percentage a lot more valuable. This is also why Vermillion is very good on him. Now the only downside of this is that it can take a long time to get decent or good substats on a 4-piece Vermillion set. Xiao mains know exactly what this feels like. I have a friend who's been doing this domain for over 6 months. Even after all this time, he still doesn't have good Vermillion pieces. Another good reason to pull for Xiao is that his signature weapon is in the standard banner. Now I'm not advocating for people to waste their Primo Gems on their standard wish, but if they happen to get Primordial Jade Wing Spear, it's his best weapon. This is not cope. He also works well with other polearms such as Skyward Spine, and other signature weapons such as Engulfing Lightning and Calamity Queller. A lot of polearms work well on him. Also, while not combat related, he has a passive where it provides stamina reduction when climbing. This is useful when exploring the map. He can also use his skill while in the air to explore quicker. Xiao has both great AoE and single target damage. This makes him really good when dealing with hordes of monsters, as well as bosses. Also, with the introduction of Faruzan, he has gone up in power a lot. She is able to decrease the animal resistance of monsters while giving him animal damage bonus. This is very strong on Xiao. Another nice thing about Xiao is that he is perfectly fine at C0. C1 is nice to have, but it's not necessary. Zhongling is his best friend. Now there are some things about Xiao that are not too great as well. For example, hitting flying enemies. When this thing was in the Spiral Abyss, all Xiao mains lamented. While he still can deal with flying enemies, it can be a little bit annoying sometimes. Here's Xiao lamenting off a cliff. He also takes no damage from plunging because he's crazy. Another downside of him is that he requires a lot of crit rate to do consistent damage. While this is true for a lot of characters, it matters more for him because his plunges do single instances of damage. This means that if he doesn't crit, he misses out on damage. Luckily for low spenders, if you get Deathmatch, it has a lot of crit rate on him. This way you can reach really high crit ratios. However, he is not very free-to-play friendly in terms of weapons. White Tassel is a decent option on him as a free-to-play, but it only buffs his normal attack damage. Despite these downsides, Xiao is still a very good character. I would recommend getting him if you enjoy using Animo main DPS. Recently, I have heard some people say that Xiao has fallen off, but I don't think this is true. With an optimal setup, he can clear combat content very easily. He is very strong. Just remember, it all comes down to preference and whether you prefer to use Xiao or not. There are people out there who say that Xiao is garbage and that you should skip him. But ultimately, it should come down to whether you enjoy using him or not.